Hello, and welcome to Did You Know Gaming Extra. Before we get into the video, we'd like to talk about today's sponsor, Langrissa Mobile. Langrissa is a long-running tactical role-playing series that has rarely left Japan, but it's now accessible to Westerners more than ever before, thanks to Langrissa Mobile. The game has already taken Asia by storm, and has even surpassed rival tactics RPGs like Fire Emblem Heroes in Taiwan. Langrissa Mobile is bigger and has more depth than other mobile tactics RPGs. The game's battle screens can be up to 24 by 29 tiles large, which is over 14 times the size of maps featured in Fire Emblem Heroes. Langrissa Mobile has robust simulation elements such as hero leveling, character progression, gearing up, and hero friendships. These elements, combined with the massive amount of heroes, mean that each playthrough has unique events which dramatically increase the replayability of the game. Langrissa Mobile also has multiple class upgrade paths, allowing for unparalleled depth in a mobile tactics game. Langrissa Mobile even features time rift battles, which are recreations of classic chapters of the original games. This lets players experience over 300 faithfully remade battles from games that never came to the West. As well as paying tribute to its roots, the game features an all-new original story with a fully voice-acted storyline. As you can see on screen, Langrissa Mobile also boasts high-quality art and a modern user interface for an intuitive on-the-go experience. If you're interested in finding out more about Langrissa Mobile, check out the link at the top of the description of this video, or go to bit.ly/Langrissa DYKG. Today, we'll be looking at a selection of fun Nintendo Easter eggs, so let's jump straight in. First up, we're looking at a bizarre ghostly Easter egg found in Captain Toad Treasure Tracker. The team behind the Mario series seem to enjoy putting unexplainable creepy extras into their games, just for those who like to wait around. In Episode 1, Level 16, Dodgy Doors at Boo Mansion, an Easter egg can be found with some patience. In order to reveal this secret, the player must wait a surprisingly long time considering the short and simple nature of the level. Towards the back of the house, the player will come across 3 movable boxes with doors. Waiting by these doors for a full 5 minutes will reveal a ghostly set of handprints against the wall. What's interesting about these handprints is that they aren't positioned in the same place each time they spawn in, and are randomly placed within this area. Other Mario games have secrets even harder to find than this. Interplay's Mario Teaches Typing, released for DOS in 1991, has its own hidden secret. This time, though, the Easter egg is tucked away within the code of the game. By exploring the hex code of the game's executable file, mario.exe, some hidden ASCII art of Mario's head can be found. Secrets can be found buried in the code of other Nintendo games as well. In Donkey Kong Land for the original Game Boy, a string in the code of both the Japanese and English releases reads P. Floyd. The string is used to verify save game data on the cartridge. The P. Floyd string has to be present in 3 different areas of the game's code for the files to function, and if the string is missing, the game will simply erase the data. This string is a reference to the English rock band Pink Floyd. As the game was created by Rare, a British studio, it's unsurprising to see them pay tribute to such an influential English band. Nintendo aren't afraid to reference their own games either. The Japanese version of Paper Mario has an interesting reference to another Nintendo title. A toad can be found in the Toad Town Garden with an infatuation for flowers. In the North American version of the game, this character is called Min T, but their name was originally Lip in the Japanese game. This is in reference to a Nintendo character of the same name from Panel de Pon on the Super Famicom, which was released as Tetris Attack internationally. Panel de Pon's Lip is a flower fairy, and both characters have a love for flowers while also sharing the same color palette of pink, yellow, and green. Nintendo games seem to have fun with character names, such as with the name of Porky's father in the English translation of Earthbound, known as Aloysius. Marcus Lindblom, the director of the game's English localization, needed to decide on a name for the character. He settled with the name Aloysius, taken from episode 75, Beanstalk Bunny, of the Daffy Duck cartoon. Daffy takes the name to avoid being mistaken for Jack in the story of Jack and the Beanstalk.
He is Jack. It's a lie! It's a lie! My name is, Aloysius!
Lindblom chose this name as he thought it was both dumb and funny. The name Aloysius was also used by Warner Brothers for the full name of Daffy's alter ego, Duck Edgar Dumas Aloysius Eohan Dodges. Though it's not confirmed to actually be the character, the Japanese exclusive Famicom Wars makes reference to another of Nintendo's own series, Metroid. Donut Island's Red Star commander is named Samus, and her portrait is shown to be the helmet of Samus Aran. However, when looking at the full character sprite, the helmet seems to be the only similarity. This is actually one of the earliest recognized appearances or reference to Samus in anything other than the first release of Metroid itself on the NES. From a single cameo appearance to a game all about other games appearing together in one place. During the village's final smash attack in Super Smash Bros. For Wii U, Tom Nook will appear and throw a vast array of furniture from the Animal Crossing series into the fighter's new building. There's also a chance that he'll even throw a Triforce from the Zelda series into the house. And now it's time for today's random piece of trivia, and this time we're looking at the best-selling console of the 90s, the Sony PlayStation. During the console's production, early hardware prototypes suffered from a pretty severe heating issue. Recalling the first time she saw the prototype, an artist for developer Insomniac Games, Kirsten Van Schreven, told GamesTM, "It was exciting, as it was the very early days of video games and the crew was very small. I still remember Sony bringing in the very first PlayStation, which could only be used for half an hour at a time, or it would overheat and spontaneously combust." That's all for today, but we hope that you enjoyed this bonus episode of Did You Know Gaming Extra. You know that we love you, and that we always will, because without you, we definitely wouldn't be making a show. What's the point in singing a song if there's no one there to hear it? Or something else poetic like that. We always do these bits off the cuff, and I can never think of anything to say. But the sentiment of love is always there. Peace.